modern medicine should be this like treatment once the problem's already happened, once your ACL's been torn. But I think I like that you mentioned that in medicine, the best treatment is preventative. I mean, nothing wrong with researching like these advanced, like invasive methods, but I think you also have to remember, I mean, like it would just be better to make sure that these stabilizers in a patient's hip and knees are functioning properly before you look into, oh, how can we create this makeshift ligament where the ACL used to be?
And you know what? You know what? I'm preaching to the choir here. You know,
yeah.
I mean, all healthcare professionals are probably screaming right now. I know, right? Like, I agree. Prevention's the best thing. I agree. And then they go to work, clock in, see their first patient. And guess what? They don't have time. There's no insurance code to charge. There's no like, yeah, I mean, it's impossible to have my business running, to have the lights on, the AC going, especially during summer right now, to have all that going on and to see people and feed my family back home, right? In our economy that we live in right now, by applying what we just said, we think is the best thing. So we have tons, we have tons of really smart healthcare professionals out there. So by no means, if you see someone in practice not doing injury prevention and focusing more on acting on, being more reactionary than proactive, right? Which is what we think, and they definitely think should be going on. They can't. Our healthcare system does not permit that, right? You said it earlier. Insurance companies still, aren't trusting, this PRP stuff, right? Because they're not going to cover it, right? They're not worried about being proactive. They're worried about what works right now. They're worried about what's safest. They're worried about just reacting, right? Oh, your blood pressure is borderline. Come back to us when it's like over, when it's hypertension, when you have hypertension. Then I'll prescribe you some medication so I can make money off the medication. It's like, it's not the clinician's fault. It's not, any of these people's fault, right? I guarantee most 99% maybe of clinicians would come on here and say, yeah, prevention's the key, blah, 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 complaining, right? But it's not their fault. It's the healthcare system that's the problem.